well, it's pretty awesome when you're driving a Porsche Boxster or a Mustang around to the supermarket.
Welcome to A Cup of Tea with Bree, where I get to know some of North Queensland's most amazing parents, incredible business people and inspiring characters. Now today's guest has been the sales manager of Daydream Island and the director of sales at the Regis Esplanade Cairns. But you know, this is a pretty cool business she's got. So let's welcome Merrin King. So tell me, how are you, Merrin?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Been just working away in this quiet time, preparing for when we get busy again.
Yes, and what an amazing business you've got. That sounds really super cool. Luxury car hire.
Yeah, well, it's pretty awesome when you're driving a Porsche Boxster or a Mustang around to the supermarket.
Yep.
I have to say, though, I do park a long way away from the supermarket, at least as far as I can.
Yes, you definitely would worry around those car parks.
Yes, absolutely. So I find I'll park in the far car park and then I get very upset when someone parks next to me.
Oh gosh. So tell me about your childhood. I want to get to know you a little bit better today. So I want to start at the beginning. Tell me about your childhood, all about your siblings, your parents, things like that.
Sure. So I grew up in Tasmania on a farm. So on a large farm with 14 miles of coastline. So
wow.
Lots of swimming, lots of diving, crayfish, all of that sort of thing. Mainly sheep, so wool sheep. I have 2 brothers and a sister who are all still in Tasmania.
Wow. What a beautiful place. You've definitely come from one end of Australia to the other.
It is. I do love the hot weather though. So I've been away from Tasmania now for a very long time, but in the tropics for about 15 years.
Yes. So, it's hard once you come north to go back south, I think, because it's that cool weather definitely hits you hard.
Nice for a visit, but that's about it for me now.
You look back at your childhood and go, how did I swim in this water?
Yeah, I do wonder that every time you go down. My nephews still swim in that water, but not for me.
No.
I stand on the beach in a jacket and
tracksuit,
jeans and all that
boots,
sort of thing, and boots, and they're in the water.
Yeah, crazy time. So what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, funnily enough, I wanted to be a farmer. So I grew up doing all the subjects all the way up to year 12, wanting to be a farmer with a concentration on wool classing.
Wow.
So, and then in year 12, I happened to do a tourism course.
Okay.
And so after that, I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Yeah. So you fell into the world of tourism, obviously.
I did, yeah.
No regrets?
Absolutely none. I love it. I love people, and having our own business has just been a fantastic experience.
Yeah, because how long have you had your own business for?
So we've been running now since our first car in 2017.
Okay.
So I've been running, the business has now grown to a total of 8 cars. So
wow.
The first car was a ruby red Mustang, and now we have a total of 8.
Wow. Must be nice at your house.
Very nice. We've the exciting thing is I've had to expand, so I've expanded into a workshop. So we now employ myself and 2 female staff. And we've now got a workshop where one of our female staff is currently doing an apprenticeship in mechanics, and the other one is doing an administration. So the expansion there is, again, female-run business and female operated as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me, what is one of your proudest achievements then?
Look, I think my proudest achievement would be obviously having my own business, but working my way through from that first step into tourism, which was in year 12, and then I actually went off to Switzerland for a year as a nanny, and then back into Tasmania, where I did certificate 3 in tour guiding, and then worked all the way through up to my dream job, which was a director of sales.
Yeah.
And that was my ultimate dream from the first step into tourism, was sales and marketing in a hotel or for a tourism product. And from there, obviously, the achievement of running my own business, and every day I get excited. Just a simple booking gets me excited. And then actually managing to achieve the employment of 2 staff has definitely been a huge achievement, especially in these challenging times.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because why cars? What got you into cars?
Funny story is my husband said to me, he goes, look, you're always keen to do something, and you want to do something in tourism. I love cars. What do you think about combining them? And I said, well, we could. He has his own business of his own, so he runs a separate business. And he said, well, how about you look into it? And we discovered that there was no high-end luxury cars for self-drive hire in Cairns.
Wow.
And so that's how we started the business, or I started it with 1 car, and he supported me along the way. And we've now bought the fleet to 8 cars, and he continues to run his business, and I continue to run mine.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
What's his business?
So he is into trucks and excavators. So he hires out large trucks into the Indigenous communities mainly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're both very busy hiring and...
Yeah, hiring and maintenance of the cars and maintenance, not so much maintenance on the cars, luckily for me, because they're all new.
Yep.
But certainly for him, he's busy with his maintenance on the trucks.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And kids?
No children. I have 2 nephews that I've brought up as my own, and very excited to see them grow into young men, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I think the best piece of advice I've been given was from my dad, and he said, never judge anyone, and always treat them as you'd like to be treated.
Beautiful advice.
Yeah.
3 people you'd have dinner with, past or present, and why?
Okay, so I had a good think about this. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Okay.
She has some amazing quotes, and through the COVID period and prior to that, it's been a really challenging time. I think we've all found that, and the inspiration that she can offer just by reading her quotes, I've got them on my fridge. It makes you feel a little bit better every day. And she was so far ahead of her time with women's rights, and she didn't seem to be afraid to say what she was thinking, even way back then. So I'd love to sit down with her and say, how did you manage to speak out every time that you did? So she would be my first, famous person to have dinner with. And the other 2 people that I would sit down would be my mum and dad. My dad passed away just recently, and if I could just sit down and say, thanks for all of your advice, and we're okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
And your mum?
Of course, she would be there, and just so that, just to have that, to know that, for him to know that she's okay as well.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for having a cup of tea with me today.
Thank you, Bree.
It's been so nice to get to know you a little bit better. Any parting advice for people wanting to start their own business?
Just be prepared for the ups and downs, and don't let the challenges that get to you. Just know that tomorrow there'll be another opportunity, and you get to decide what you want to do with your business. It's up to you to make it work.
Great advice.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming on and having a cup of tea with me. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a new episode of A Cup of Tea with Bree. See you next time.
Oh, sure. Cheers.
Cheers.